Hi friends, today I have a special guest on my channel Reviews with Rush. She's an inspiration to today's generation and she's sure to boost confidence in each one of us. Her journey declares that our youth is filled with talent but needs guidance and right platform to nurture the spark and achieve their goals. And it needs support from friends, family, and everyone around them. The amazing part is that she did not leave one thing for another and is currently pursuing architecture course as well as has published her debut novel named Apart. Let's hear today from the author of the book Apart, Chaitali Mhatre. Hi Chaitali, good evening. I hope you had an amazing weekend and thank you so much for joining me on my channel to let
My
us
pleasure.
and my R&R family know about your book which has recently launched. So yes, welcome to Reviews with Rush. I would first like you to introduce yourself as an author to my R&R family and please let us know about your book.
Sure. So I'm Chaitali Mhatre. I'm a third year architecture student. I have been writing for about 4 to 5 years, and I recently published my debut ebook on Amazon. It is called Apart, A with a semicolon and part. So what it basically is that a pair of twins, they are reuniting after 25 years of their life, and the reason why they had separated and why they are reuniting again, it is the story revolves around the journey of discovering that mystery. So it's a mystery, psychological, and young adult fiction.
Wow, that's amazing. A new plot I'm going to read. So I'm really excited. Since the day you told me that my book has launched on like 29 July when we did the posting on Instagram. So since that day I'm eagerly waiting for it. And so first of all I want you to tell us what was the inspiration behind the plot of the story?
Okay. So as I had said, I have been writing for 4 to 5 years, and I have written a handful of books since then. And I realized that I have been every single one of my books has had a pair of twins in every single one of my books. So I realized that I have a thing. I like the concept of twins. So why shouldn't I just write a book where the main characters are the twins? So that was my inspiration.
That's interesting. So, are we going to get a sequel of the book as well, which is going to be the twin of the book?
No, sadly no.
Okay. Okay. But my curiosity is still on, and I want to know how did you finalize the title? Like we all say that the characters in the book is like our baby. So when there are new parents and they have to name their baby, it's like we do a Google search and then there are 10 names and then we go to our parents saying that please pick one of these 10 names. So did you do something like that, or how did you finalize that this is the name I'm giving?
Okay, so I initially my book was available only on Wattpad. That is where I started writing the book, and the decision for naming my book was really quick. I named it The Missing Piece because the twins were each other's missing piece, and they were discovering each other. That was my concept for the name. But as if you Google for The Missing Piece as the title, there are many books. I think even movies with this name. So I wanted my book to have something unique to tell about. So in my college, I'm in the publication committee. So what we do is we create magazines, we publish them, and every single magazine has their own name, and we are taught to brainstorm for the name. So I used that process to for naming my book also. So I'll show you. This is the first print of my book, and behind this, I was doing all the brainstorming. So if you can see, this was it is the missing piece here. So I went. First option was one piece. So here, you interviewed her, Chaitali, right? So he is a very close friend of mine, and he has supported me and really encouraged me and had hope in me when I didn't in myself. So that he suggested me One Piece. One Piece is an anime. So I considered that for a long time, but it was like targeting one part of the audience. So I thought maybe I should go for a longer run. So then I went for forever apart, and I realized that I can do forever apart or forever apart as in unique. Yes, but as I was looking at it, this word apart really stuck to me because it should have two meanings: being apart from each other and being a part of each other. So that is how I, took the puzzle out, and that is how this is the final thing, apart with a colon in the middle.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm glad you chose this name and I'm really excited and looking forward to read this book. So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
Especially for like one more reason that you have been the youngest author till now whom I have interviewed. So yes.
Oh my god.
So I'm really proud of you and I'm sure that my RNR family members will also take a lot of inspiration from you. So congratulations. I applaud you for that.
Thank you so much. It was my thing. I really wanted to have that title, teen author. I think that was one of the most inspiring thing for me because I wanted to be a teen author. So 20 ke pehle kaise bhi I had to publish a book.
Wow, this is really inspiring. So, I wanted to know what was your deciding factor to come to Kindle version and not go to paperback version?
Okay, so I had two reasons. First one is that as I'm an architecture student, I really have the time constraint. I don't get a lot of time for myself, and paperback is something that would have needed a lot of my attention and time. And I know that I wouldn't have been able to do that because academics again. So, and second reason is that my book is a novella. It is not a novel. A novel is something that is around 300 pages, and my book is around 100 pages. So it's a small book, and having a Kindle version made sense to me. So that was why I went with the Kindle version.
Oh, that is nice. So you are really going to help me get my viewers into reading because most of the times I get this comment that they are so fat book. How do you manage to read it? So this time I'm bringing a 150 page book for them. So thank you so much for writing this book, and I'm sure all my viewers are also going to enjoy it. Let's move to the next part of the interview, which is not feeling like an interview, I hope. And I hope you're enjoying the conversation and being on my channel.
I'm having fun.
That's great. Thank you so much. Okay. So, as an author, I would like to ask you this time that when you are writing, there is some attachment that is developed with the characters, with the story and the plot. So, as a reader, the level to which we get attached, I'm sure the intensity will be much more and the depth of the bond would be much more for you as an author. So, how do you overcome that emotional involvement that is there and try to kind of separate yourself or detach yourself once the book is over?
Okay, so first of all, I am a lot into reading. I have a lot of books. There is one pile here and there is a lot in other rooms also. So I distract myself by reading other authors like Madeline Miller. I really love reading her books and other fictional books also. So that is one factor. Second is as a writer, there are a lot of plot lines in my head. So if one story is finished, I immediately start the draft of a second book. So I'm always writing. So that kind of helps me distract, but you never really get over your characters because as you said, it's your babies, so you always go and visit them back. I have a habit of reading my own books twice and thrice over here.
Has any of your family members friends or relatives read your book?
Yes, so the first person to ever read my book was Harshadani. He was my first beta reader, so we met. He read my book in one sitting, and he suggested me, gave me options, and even suggested me for the names of my books, a couple of, and he has been a lot of help to me. He has helped me not only in beta reading, but giving me contacts of people like editor and the formatter, and even you. So yeah, that he is one important person for the publication of this book. The second is my cousin. Mayur, he really helped me. He also read my book. He was my second beta reader. So he read my book. He gave me suggestions, and yeah, these two people were the first two people that ever read my book. For the Wattpad readers.
So,
Hmm.
how did you flow through each chapter? Like, did you have entire story in your mind? How where I'm going to stop, what am I going to write next, and what will be the end? How did you come to a conclusion that okay, now my story is complete and I can bring a closure to it?
Okay. So when I start a book, I have a concept that this is the concept of this is the plot line of my book, and I have this habit of leaving ending the book with a cliffhanger. So it gives me an advantage of thinking it over the time. I'm always thinking about my books when I'm traveling or in college. So cliffhanger helps me think of how to begin the next chapter. Like it is like a connecting string in between two chapters. So I can get less of a writer's block, and even leaving the book on a cliffhanger makes the readers excited about the next chapter. So that is how I do.
That
And
is true.
yeah. So when I was on the seventh or eighth chapter, I started visualizing how my book is going to end. So that is how I do it. I go with the flow. I have a glimpse of how the book should end, thoda sa in my mind, but I don't 100% decide it. I leave it to the flow. And by the seventh or eighth, by the when my books are 80 to 90% complete, I have a vision. Okay, this is how my book should end. So that is how it happened. And about how I knew that my book is ready for publication. So I did not hire a editor for my book. I hired a cover editor, but not to edit my book. So I did it myself. So I edited my books 3 times. So first one was just spellings and grammar. Second and third times, I made some major changes like replacing and adding new scenes. Uh, even uh, Even I changed one or two characters' names because I suck at deciding names for the characters. So I think 2 months ago, when I finally completed editing my book for the third time, I called Harsh. Dude, my book is completed. What is the next step? So yeah, that is how it happened.
Oh, that is nice. And I agree with you that deciding names for the characters is a real task, actually. Then you think of all the friends' name, whose name should I pick? And then you're like, okay, I'm borrowing your name. I like your name.
I do that. I have a whole folder in my notes in my phone. In the notes folder, I write the names. I sometimes even write the jokes because I can't crack jokes. So I write jokes and then I apply it in my books. That is what I do.
I know that is a nice idea actually. Apart from Harsh and your cousin who were your beta readers and who guided you through the entire plot and to streamline or channelize your entire book, who else was your rock solid support who pushed you to completing the book that yes, Chaitali, you can do it and you should do it. Don't get disheartened or disappointed when you're stuck. Get this done. You deserve it. And you have the talent and caliber to get it through. Who was your that kind of support?
Well, when you're a Wattpad reader and you have an audience, the readers sometimes come and comment that when is the next update? I'm so excited. I can't wait. So that small comments, it doesn't matter if it's once in a month or twice a month. But those comments by strangers from don't know what part of the world, it really encourages. Okay, someone is waiting out there to read my work. So putting your work on such websites, such apps really helps because when you understand that okay, there's someone out there who wants to read your work, who is waiting, it's a great feeling. So that is what encouraged me.
That I'll agree with you. Being a content creator, I cannot deny this that when there are your friends, family members who read these comments, like they become a part of our family eventually, and then
Yeah.
that is why I like to call them as my R&R family as well, because when they wait actually for your content to get uploaded, it is really motivating. So yes, that is true.
Yeah,
And I
obviously.
thank them for writing those kind words of motivation and appreciation to you. Because of that, we have met, and we are going to be able to read your book now. So that is amazing. And you have been able to achieve your dream also because of them, of being a teen author. So yes, we owe them a big thank you, definitely.
Yes, obviously we do.
So did anyone ever make you feel or give you a feeling of self-doubt that, oh, I might not be able to achieve it? Did something like that happen?
Self-doubt thing, because I had this fear that maybe people won't like, maybe they will be judgmental over my work. That is why I did not tell anybody.
That
But
is
self-doubt is something that you have to overcome, because you have to trust in yourself that you can do it no matter what others might think. Even now I'm scared. I'm publishing a book. My classmates know, my faculty in college knows. I'm still very fearful, but I'm doing it because I have to. Come on,
That is true. That is true. Because
don't give up.
yeah, exactly. Don't give up. So everyone who's watching this video is going to take these 2 to 3 lessons home. That one, you cannot give up no matter what. And if you have dreams, you have to put your heart and soul into it, and you will be able to achieve it. If Chaitali has done it, then even y'all can do it. If Harsh has done it, then y'all can definitely do it at a quite young age. So yes, definitely. And there will be critics, there will be people who will purposely try to pull you all down, but then yes, you have to ignore all of that and overcome it. So that is
Yes.
a major takeaway that we have
Yes.
as people who take inspiration from you and Harsh, that yes, definitely people will criticize, people will try to create hurdles, but you
Pull
cannot
you
let
down.
that, yeah, exactly, let
Yeah.
that stop you from achieving your goals. And yes, so apart from this, any message do you have for aspiring authors or writers like me?
Okay, so writing is something that you have to do uh, constantly, even if it is just one paragraph, one line, anything, even pointers for something you want to write. What I believe is you cannot be 100% good writer ever, because writing is something which you keep learning all the time. You cannot be like, okay, I am such a great author, I know everything. There is always something to learn about writing, and that yeah, believe in yourself. That is what I would say.
Okay. uh, okay, so with all the faith and all the excitement that you have put in us, that about your book, about your journey, and motivated us to achieve our goals and to write our book, if any of my viewers are having this thought in their minds, I want to head towards the most awaited part of my talk shows, and that is the giveaway. But I want you to announce the giveaway, because I want my readers to feel that it is an author's award, and they are getting this prize from you. So please do the announcement.
The giveaway basically is that you have to complete this caption which says dash is a part of life. Whichever caption we think is the most creative, it's like a fill in the blank. Whichever we think is the most creative will win the giveaway.
Okay, that will be really nice. Please count me in as a participant. I really want to read your book.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. And yes, do consider publishing it in paperback version as well, because I am a lover of paperback too. So I would love to have a paperback as well as a Kindle version of this book. Okay. And yes. So, Chaitali, moving towards the end, I would like to thank you first of all, for taking out time and sharing all your insights about your book, about your journey of publishing the book at quite a young age, and for which I am really like inspired and motivated after listening to your story. And I'm sure my RNR family members are also inspired, and they are going to take a lot of encouragement home. And for the giveaway, because the main motive of my channel is basically to promote reading, and with your book, with a novella that you have written, you are helping me to inspire many readers, and thank you so much for that. I hope you had a great time. I wish you all the very best for all your next books that will be coming up, and all the dreams and goals that you have in your life. So we, in fact, wish you all the best. And yes, we hope that you genuinely become the national bestseller.
Thank you so much. It was so great in this show. You made me feel so comfortable. Thank you so much. Thank you and the RNR family both for having me here.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that you felt comfortable, you enjoyed, and you had a great time on my channel. Really, really means a lot. Take care, dear.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah.
Bye.
So friends, this was Chaitali Mhatre with us. I hope you enjoyed this talk show, took away lots of inspiration from her, and remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I come up with amazing book reviews and such talk shows. Also, remember to complete the caption in the comment section and participate in the giveaway so that you have a chance to win the book too. I hope you like this video. Thank you. Take care. Bye.